A couple of months ago, there was this big discussion on the internet. It was about whether you should choose the man or the bear when you were left alone with them in the woods. Now, don't worry guys, I'm here to end this debate once and for all. Because people who choose the man are either stupid or they haven't met Ben Bigger yet. All jokes aside, there are quite a few Zenless Zone Zero players who don't actually like Ben Bigger. Especially when the game just came out, a lot of people were calling him weak, awkward, clunky to use, or straight up furry bait. Now, aside from the furry bait, I can't really do much about that, I wanted to see for myself if all of these things were true. That's why I will be building the biggest of Bens for 10 days, to see how he fares against the endgame content. And let me tell you, we have some work to do. The only thing I have going for me at the moment is that Ben is Mindscape 6 at level 30. And yeah, no, that's it. So, after equipping some temporary discs, scraping together a team, making fun of the way Ben walks...
Looks like he's limping.
And yes, believe me, this step was very necessary. We got straight to work. I'd also like to note that I will elaborate more why I picked this team in particular later on. Seeing as this is the first of my challenges where the character in the spotlight is not an attack-oriented class, like the Anomaly class, and you guessed it, the Attacker class, I was pretty worried. But after leveling a bit, I hit a counter and oh god, I need to talk about this because the sound this thing makes when you successfully counter. Oh god, it's just so good. Like, you know those videos online, the weird ASMRs, which I definitely have never listened to in my entire life? Well, they need to fucking get that off the platform. They need to replace that with this sound. That's how good it is. Sorry, where was I? Oh, well, the counter also does really good damage. Like, especially for having basically no investment, we were doing quite well. So, my worries were tempered. Albeit for now, we end the day off with our Ben being level 50 and our W engine being level 40. Sadly, still not being able to reach the max amount, I decided to do the Delivery Cat Woes event. Yes, this video was recorded a while ago. Why is that, you may ask? Well, I don't know. Maybe I got a little demotivated because I was making a video about starting ZZZ with a fresh account, and I got to Internaut level 40, which was 30 hours of recording, which is now on a USB that does not work anymore. that's really funny. That aside, I don't like this event. They just really shove Pulk right in your face with this one. And yes, I'm playing a gacha game. I know that's how they incentivize selling characters, but at least like voice it then. And it's not like I don't like Pulk or anything, but I don't know, it just felt pretty lackluster. Like normally when there isn't any voice, the gameplay makes up for it, but this was just a string of fetch quests. Doesn't matter though, because we got to see John posted up on a chair like a mafia boss. And to be honest, what more do you need in life? On day 3, I farmed the weekly boss, and after that, since I was sick of farming level materials without much progress, I decided to switch it up. And by switching it up, I mean doing the exact same thing, just with a different group of enemies. Wow, it's day 4 already. Yes, I'm speeding things up a bit, because I don't want to keep repeating the same things. So, to change that, this day will be the day we finish our levels. I solemnly swear it.
You're absolutely kidding me.
And wow, that's really funny, isn't it now? Luckily, I had not done the Hollow Zero event yet, so I completed that one quickly to finish off my levels. Now, as I show you me farming chips in the background, the time has finally arrived for me to tell you why I'm using this theme. I think Lucy's a staple for DPS Ben. She buffs a ton and has nice quick assist synergy with Ben, giving him another way to output some big fire damage instead of physical. The part that I think is a bit more controversial on first sight is Kaisar. The second teammate for Ben is usually Kaleda or Lighter, with Lighter of course being the better option since he gives more damage buffs. I don't have Lighter, but I do have Kaleda, so why am I not picking her? Well, first of all, she's not built and I'm low on resources. But the more important factor here is that I'm pretty lucky. I got really lucky back on Kaiser's banner and was able to get her Mindscape 1 and also get her W engine. The buffs given from these attributes seem to outweigh Kaleda her benefits of being able to stun faster. At least that's what I think. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Time for disk drives. But before we start mindlessly farming disk drives, the real question is, which ones do we need to farm? Time for research, but I was in luck this time. You see, I know a very dedicated DPS DPS Ben main where I can get inspiration for a build. And this guy must have watched my Korin video because he really does not want me to get his name wrong. All jokes aside, his content is really good and you should definitely check it out after this video if you want a deeper look in more niche Ben Bigger strats. With my newfound knowledge, I decided to go for a 2-piece Inferno Metal and a 4-piece Woodpecker Electro. There are 2 problems with this plan. First of all, I have to fight this robot. Ganeo, what the f is the problem with this robot? It's a normal enemy. I can't f***ing hit it! It keeps running away. This thing made me want to punch my screen way too many times. It's actually insane. Second problem, what if we just I don't know, not get lucky? Like, this was by far the most horrid artifact luck I had in any challenge. And normally this would be like a build up to me saying, well, don't worry guys, we always have the music shop. Well, guess what? That didn't help that much either. But hey, I'm sure everything will be alright. We still have a lot of time. It's day done. Okay, so what you're telling me is that my disk drives are the worst they have ever been. I need to use Ben, who Pridewin deems one of the worst units in the game. Oh, did I mention he's also not really a DPS? And all of this against one of the hardest iterations of shield defense since the release of the game? But hey, at least our cores and talents are looking good. Oh, come on. Okay, who the f am I kidding? Let's just get started. And although I just had a whole hate train on Ben, I'm gonna take another chance to glaze his playstyle. Because god, it's enjoyable to me. I love that you can initiate an EX special attack and switch to another character to do some other shit while the move is still being executed. Now, yes, a lot of characters have this, but Ben is, in my opinion, the only one with an EX special that's long enough that it makes it way more satisfying to pull off, because you really get to see the result of your optimization. Switching between units like this is what ZZZ is all about for me, and I hope they bring out more characters like this in the future, instead of giving everyone off-field presence like Trigger. Anyway, upon reaching the second to last floor, I panic a bit. You see, even though I have a pretty good team on the other side, we were barely able to get through this floor on time. With of course the last floor being harder, I began to doubt if this was gonna be possible. But what if I told you it went even better? This may be one of the hardest shield defenses to date. For most characters, that is. Why? Well, on the last floor we fight Hugo Vlad, and his whole gimmick is that he forces you to do defensive assists, which normally really abrupts the flow of the battle, but I'm using goddamn Ben Bigger here. If there's something he's good at, it's abusing defensive assists to deal a shit ton of fire damage and impact. We are able to clear Ben his part of the floor within 3 minutes, which, for reasons I have already explained, I find very impressive. Now, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, Deadly Assault didn't go as well. It also didn't really help that Lucy kept missing her attacks. This is probably my fault, but I'm still blaming the game, please fix this. But that's totally fine. Ben is a character you really need to invest in to let him shine, which makes him arguably worse than the rest of the cast. Still, he is very enjoyable. I mean, I'm gonna tell you a secret, every time I hit a 200k counter, I scream a little. Regardless, we were able to get a score of 12,000 on Deadly Assault. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe.